All right, we're live. First off, I want to say Kal Halal Hamyallah, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways in this work. In all sincerity and in all honesty, the sisters, the believers, the helps. Shalom. Now this is your brother Yawala from the Kingston, Jamaica camp. And with me I have the brother,
Zach?
right? And we want to do a lesson on this topic here. You get me? Basically, so like, yeah. So I'm gonna ask you the topic. So,
Was to seek the Lord in everything?
yeah. So seek the Lord in everything you do. You see me? That's basically what the topic is. You understand? And basically the main objective for this topic, right? Or the whole goal is to really drive home the fact that we're nothing without the Most High. You get me? Whatever you do, whatever you say, you understand. Whatever you're venturing to, whether you be sick, whether you seek a little financial aid, whatever it is, good or bad, you'll seek the Most High. The Most High be the first priority. You understand me? This involves praying. You understand me? Rehearsing scriptures. You understand me? Always keeping that frame of mind, yo. You understand? Even if it's not a 24-hour a day thing, but at least meditate upon the Lord, yo, especially in your times of good and in your times of trouble. You understand me? I had a quick precept to kick it off. All right. Things that know the precept.
Yeah, I do.
All right. So basically it's Proverbs 3, verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not to thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. Be be wise, be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. You understand me? But the key point right there was in verse 6, he said, yo, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. You understand me? That's the main key or the home hitting point for me. You get me? Because in all honesty, nothing can happen whether you can see it or don't see it without the most High having control over it, yo. You understand? You have
Yeah.
something to say, bro?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, we're clear, right?
Come on.
No, remember, I test the mic a little bit low. But yeah, I have a quick one for you. This is Ecclesiasticus Sirach, chapter 37. And let me start at verse 12. Because even when I read like scriptures, for example, like King David,
Yep.
and I think it was Ezekiah,
Yep.
the good kings them before them go war, them seek up the most high.
Yep.
Even Asa, King Asa did it at once, he was
Hmm.
taken. He say, yo, should I go up to war? Will I be victorious? Will you be with me? Right?
Um, Especially that king, the name again, Ahab.
Mhm.
When you
When
check the
you,
man, never have nothing good to tell him. Never yet
Mhm.
have something good to tell him. And he check that
Alright.
king, the prophet there.
Yeah. So this is Ecclesiasticus Sirach chapter 37, verse 12. It says, be continually with a godly man, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord,
Right?
whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry. And in the counsel of thine own heart stand, which go back to the prophets, It says, for there is no man more faithful unto thee than it, for a man's mind is sometime what to tell him, more than 7 watchmen that sit above in an high tower. He said, above all this pray to the Most High, that he shall direct, that he will direct thy way in truth. Let reason go before every enterprise,
Yep.
and counsel before every action. One of the main counsel is basically, with the Most High.
Yep.
Everything.
Um, yep. That finish?
Yeah, man, we finish now. Man.
All right. A perfect highlight on that is, and the main topic for the whole lesson is the scripture here. Second Chronicles 16, the start of verse 1. You see me? It says here, in the 630th year of the reign of Azaz Bahash, a king of Israel came up against came against Judah and built Ramah to the intent that he might let none go out or come in to, to Asa, king of Judah. Then Asa brought out silver, gold out of the treasures of the house of the Lord and of the king's house, and sent Benhadad, king of Syria, that I that dwelt in Damascus, saying, there is a league between me and thee, and there was between my father and thy father. Behold, I I have sent thee silver and gold. Go, break thy league with Ba- Baash, Baasha, king of Israel, that he might depart from me. And Ben-Hadad hearkened unto King Asa, and
Oh, so
sent.
you know what? I call me want to call my phone number for me. Yeah, cheap.
Oh, so okay, bro.
Okay. And verse 4, they say, and Ben-Hadad hearkened unto King Asa, the sent the captains of his armies against the city of Israel, and they smite Ijon and Dan and Alabama, Dan and Alabamayam, and all the store cities of Naphtali. And it came to pass when Baasha heard it that he left off buildings of Ramah and let his works cease. Then Asa the king took all Judah, and they carried away the stones of Ramah and the timber thereof, wherewith Baasha was building, and he built therewith Geba and Mizpah. And at the time Hananiah, the seer, you see me, and the seer in this means prophet, you see me. Oh, you there, see me, all right. So it says here, so basically what ended up happening was a war there going. You get me? The king of Israel wanted to came across, wanted to war with the king of Judah. You see me? Because the kingdom was split. Israel was split into two kingdoms, the northern and the southern kingdom. You see me? The southern kingdom was basically Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. You see me? And the northern kingdom was the other tribes. You understand me? So basically, them come in a league with the king of
Syria.
yeah, the king of Syria. You see me? Israel come in a league with the king of Syria to take over um
Judah.
Judah, right? You understand me? So what the king of Judah do? Send tribute to the king of Syria. You understand me? For what? For breaking ties. You understand me? And come against Israel. So for team up with Judah to come up against Israel, which they did. You understand me? And them triumph. You understand? So here the prophet come and said to him now. It says here, and at that time Hananiah the seer came to Asa king of Judah and said unto him, because thou hast relied on the king of Syria and not relied on the Lord thy power, therefore is the host of the king of Syria escaped out of thy hand. Were not the Ethiopians and the Libyans a huge host with very many chariots and horsemen? Yet because thou didst rely, thou thou didst rely on the Lord, he delivered them into thine hands. So I tell us, say, yo, the Ethiopians and the Libyans, them did come at you, you see me, with whole heap of horsemen, chariots, you see me, but because you're trusting on the Most High, the Most High deliver you. You get me? Right?
Yeah. If me can't talk because brothers always say, yo, we have to watch every move we make, you see, because any move we make can be the loss. You see me? Yeah, we can be the scripture speak about him where basically depart from righteousness because we
Yep.
can be in the righteous part here, you see
Yep.
me, but at the end we miss up and then all of the good works gone to waste, so to speak. So it's basically it's a consistent thing we have to practice, and it's true. Yeah,
Yep.
we can sleep at times, it's written, righteous man fall it 7 times and get it back up, because that was Ahaz, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, him do it right the first time. When him come against him cry to the Most High, and obviously
Yep.
and deliver him. So the same thing he's supposed to do at this point, but instead him basically trusting man. At times we might see ourselves in situations, yeah, you see, we're crying to the Most High, right? And other times we might, try to do one thing. We not flesh still, is so by default, the first reaction is to try to do things ourselves,
Yeah.
fix things ourselves. But over and over and over, as me actually always reason, anytime we try to fix things ourselves, we always fuck it up even more.
Yep.
You see me say,
Mhm.
best thing for this is trusting the Most High, your favorite person.
Yep. Yeah, con. You see me? Let me finish it. He delivered them into thine hand. You see me, verse 9, and this at the point. For for the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth, to show himself strong in the in the behalf of them whose heart is perfect towards him. Herein thou hast done foolishly, therefore from henceforth thou shalt have wars. You see me? So Lord I tell you the record say, yo, what you do right now, brother? What the prophet of the Lord I tell you, say, brother, what you do right now? A foolishness. You understand me? You should have seek the Most High first before you even go to man and consider man. Because look when they come upon a great army from the Ethiopians and Libyans, when the Lord will deliver you. You understand me? Is it short for the Lord deliver you from Israel when Israel come against you? Is it me or Israel and Syria team up to come against you? You understand? It does show your level of faith in the Most High, yo. You understand me? And I have you have a precept you want to bring up before me?
Oh, I just have a different account. I have one with a different thing.
Yeah, man, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay. All right. So this is Second Kings chapter 1 and verse 1. It says, um, then Moab rebelled against Israel after the death of Ahab, and Ahaziah fell down through a lattice in his upper chamber that was in Samaria, and
Mhm.
was sick. And he sent messengers and said unto them, Go inquire of Beelzebub, the god of Ekron, whether I shall recover of this disease.
Yeah, and that's actually a king of Israel. Is me seeking after a god, Beelzebub, which is not a god. You see me? That's an idol. You understand? And even to this day, people still worship him. You understand me? Go ahead, bro.
Mhm. And he says, But the angel of the Lord said to Elijah the Tishbite, Arise, go up to meet the messenger of the king of Samaria, and say unto them, Is it not because there is not a God in Israel that ye go to inquire of Beelzebub, the god of
Yeah,
Ekron?
yeah. So the angel asks, "Is it that no God name in Israel will not go to Beelzebub?" You see me? It's a good question. What no God name in Israel? Will not fear God Beelzebub? You see me? Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, is when you look on it, it's like a disrespect, because the Most High did it exists and been saved in Israel and then gone to idols. It's like you live in, it's like, so, yeah.
Yeah, niggas. It's fine.
When you're part, you shut up. It's like establishment. You have a manager, you have a supervisor, you have everybody else. And there's a business affair, and you left from that corporation and go to another corporation and ask the information. Doesn't make sense.
No,
You know.
no, brother, worse than that. You there, you work with digital, you see me? And you
Mm-hmm.
have to go flow internet. You see me? You have to
Or
flow
call flow,
services. Yeah, you have
flow of a digital service.
Yeah, you see me? Like, you have a problem. Why you call flow for? I did you say let's go to service with?
Hmm. All right, so continuing, it says, "Now therefore, thus saith the Lord, thou shalt not come down from that bed on which thou hast gone up, but shalt surely die. And Elijah departed. And when the messengers turned back unto him, he said unto them, Why are ye not turned back? And they said unto him, There came a man up to meet us, and said unto us, Go, turn again unto the king that sent you, and say unto him, so, thus saith the Lord, is it not because there is not a God in Israel that thou sendest to inquire of Beelzebub, the god of Ekron? Therefore thou shalt not come down from that bed on which thou art gone up, but shalt surely die. And then ask information from him myself. But the point has been made, because he basically disrespect the Most High.
Yep, because in basically forsook the Most High, or seeking other gods, and that would vex the Most High. Remember when Israel, when Moses go up on Mount Sinai, um, Salakia, when Moses go up on the mountain to talk to the Most High, you see me? What end up happening? Children of Israel build golden calf and worship it. In a little short time, Moses go up for talk to the Most High, and the Most High show Moses say, "Yo, them people are vexed me, no brother. Go down there and see what them a do. On them go down there and see what them a do. Them have golden calf and go up so. You see me and I worship something. And what end up happening? The Lord kill them, yo. You understand me? The Lord put the spirit on Moses for the work. Slay them. You understand me? You'd have some set of men who say, yo, we not do this. You understand? But just to show you, say, yo, the spirit of people, yo, what end up happening after? The Lord slay them, the Lord put them to death. You understand me? But guess what? When you trust and seek the Most High preserve you, yo. You understand me? The Most High keep and protect you. You say you finish with that, bro. So I'm gonna go with the precept here. First Chronicles 16, verse 11. Seek the Lord and his strength, seek his face continually. Remember his marvelous works that he hath done, his wonders and his judgment of his um Salakia, his wonder and the judgments of his mouth. O ye seed of Israel, his servant, ye children of Jacob, his chosen ones. He is the Lord or power. His judgment are in all the earth. Be mindful always of his covenant and the words which he commanded to 1,000 generations, even of the covenant which he made with Abraham and of his oath unto Isaac, and hath confirmed the same to Jacob for a law and to Israel for an everlasting covenant, saying, Unto thee I will give the land of Canaan, the lot of your inheritance. And that's just one, yo. You understand me? So the Lord literally show you, say, yo, he make a promise or a covenant between the forefathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you see me, and then to Israel, all the children of Israel, basically. You understand me? So what? You see me, to be their God and they'll be his people. You understand me? And what you do? You're supposed to seek the Most High, seek your God, just like how the other nations them seek for them God and pray to them God and beg good fortune from for them God. You see me? So too we're supposed to seek the Most High, yo, continually.
Yep. May I have one account as well. This is from the finisher.
Yeah, man.
All right. So we read one when the king, when one king, did the wrong thing. That king was a king of Israel. You know, Hazael. I'm going to read no account when one king did the right thing, which was King Ezekiah. All right. So this is Second Chronicles chapter 32. So we want to see the different results.
Yep.
This is Second Chronicles chapter 32, verse 24. In those days, Ezekiah was sick to the death, and prayed unto the Lord, and he spake unto him, and he gave him a sign. But Ezekiah rendered not again according to the benefit done unto him, for his heart was okay. Oh yeah, let's continue. Yeah, it says, but Hezekiah rendered not again according to the benefit done unto him, for his heart was lifted up. Therefore there was wrath upon him, and upon Judah and Jerusalem. Notwithstanding, Hezekiah humbled himself for the pride of his heart, both
Right.
he and the inhabitants of Jerusalem, so that the wrath of the Lord came not upon them in the days of Hezekiah. Um, Hold on. I don't want to get more when it happened first.
And that's a good story, yo. You get me? Because Hezekiah, it shows say, oh, because I'm pride, the Lord punish him and Israel. You see me? The whole of Judah, basically. You understand me? And when he humbled himself, the Lord give him pardon, yo. And guess what? He was sick unto death. And who him seek? The Most High.
Yeah, it's
You
prayer.
understand?
There's a point. Well, when we go further in this, it states that when Sennacherib came to Jerusalem, basically making big shot.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Basically pray to the Mosiah, and the Mosiah deliver them. So that's in the book of Second Chronicles chapter 32, verse 7.
Yep.
Sorry, no, the verse chapter on down. Good. But get the main point. Because scripture says when he's sick, he actually pray to the Most High, When we cry and pray to the Most High and repent, and that's so the Most High actually hear him.
And it shows say, oh, when you're sick, doctor can't save you. Sometimes the Most High will make you go through the sickness even more because you look doctor help. You understand me? And you never seek fiend help, yo. You understand me? Things like that. You understand? So we just tell you say, yo, in everything you do, like legit, reach out to the Most High. And it's not just to reach out to the Most High, but you get me? Believe what you ask the Lord, yo. Trust in the Lord, yo. If you pray for deliverance, believe that the Lord will deliver you. You understand me? If you have an ailment and you say, yo, you believe, you pray to the Most High for healing or deliverance again from that ailment, believe that. You see me? You find the point, bro?
Not yet. Let me see, all right. Let me see one account in Isaiah 38. All right. Let me see. So, okay.
Yeah, man.
You had mentioned them different, but more on the point to actually keep more clear. All right, so let's see something real quick. Yep, Isaiah. This is Isaiah 38, verse 1. In those days was Ezekiah sick unto death, and
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah the prophet, the son of Amos, came unto him, and said unto him, Thus saith the Lord, set thine house in order, for thou shalt die, and not live. Then Ezekiah, so the human here saying sick, like when you say you have cancer, when people used to have cancer, that, and they say, oh, you have 9 months to live or 3 months to live or whatever. Call them say cancer is something we can't live from, right? It says, Then Ezekiah turned his face toward the wall and prayed unto the Lord and said, Remember now, O Lord, I beseech thee, for I have walked before thee in truth and with a perfect heart, and have done that which is good in thy sight. And Ezekiah wept sore, so basically break down to the Most High,
Yep.
He
In the
said,
sincere and prayer.
yeah, so I'm literally humbled. Right? It says, Then came the word of the Lord to Isaiah, saying, Go and say to Ezekiah, Thus saith the Lord, the God of David thy father, I have heard thy prayer, I have seen thy tears. Behold, I will add unto thy days 15 years, and I will deliver thee and this city out of the hand of the king of Assyria, and I will defend this city. And this shall be a sign unto thee from the Lord, that the Lord will do this thing that he had spoken. Behold, I will bring again the shadow of the decrees which is gone down in the sundial of airs. So basically, what they name you sundial, with
Yeah,
shadow.
yeah.
So most I say, yeah, well, I'm going to flip this road. So it'll go anti-clockwise. You should say, yo,
Yeah.
this literally divine. It says 10 degrees backward. So the sun returned 10
10
degrees.
degrees backwards.
Yep. By
So
which,
Lord literally turn back the hands of time. That's up.
mhm, literally, it says, so the sun returned 10 degrees, by which degrees it was gone down. the writing of Ezekiah, king of Judah, when he had been sick and was recovered of his sickness.
So the Lord heal him, yo.
Mhm.
You understand me? And the Lord tell you right then and there, say, yo, I give you 15 more. This is a man where, imagine you have cancer and about to die and you pray to the Lord. And the next day, the Lord, or the same day, a prophet of the Lord come to you and say, yo, brother, the Lord tell me, say, I'll give you 15 more years to live. And somebody tell you earlier, say, you have 3 months to live. You see me? Or less. You see me? Imagine how you feel, yo. You understand me? And that's because you seek the Most High.
Mm-hmm. I see what they're saying, seeing tears. It's like somebody do something, it's like the woman who wash her foot,
Yeah,
you tell us her, go that way, that sins be forgiven thee. Scripture say she wash her in foot with her tears. While you're humble, that's it, you know, versus regular proud per people, where them do something and family is nothing wrong. It's me, way I want like give it to them. I mean, instead of them humbling themselves and acknowledging, yeah, I'm wrong. You see me? And the woman went to Yahushua, and beseech him, for mercy. This like Ezekiah went to who Yahweh, washing Yahushua and seek him for mercy, not no man. Look on the
bro.
woman Yahushua healed, where they have the blood issue.
The
Too
blood
much,
issue. Yeah,
too much. Yeah,
yeah. Go ahead, go ahead.
yeah, man. We have issues for years, Yes, man, and them couldn't heal her because it's going to tell us that even when the link of position, just know say healing come from the Most High. Pray to
Yeah,
the Most High. So your trust supposed to him the Most High, but nevertheless, it's going to say what? Show my faith by my works. So your works supposed to react, reflect on your faith, and vice
yeah,
versa. Right? So you would need faith. It's going to say, he that coming to the Most High must believe that he is, and he that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. So it's all about
yeah,
believing, acknowledging the Most High, and seek him. For example, if me sick right now, I last place me one go doctor still. Listen, when I go doctor, I know sorry, daddy are you. Listen, because there's no me supposed to sit down here and dead listen and play a fool, because she must be not over much right. For the Most High give these physicians the wisdom. But nevertheless, the healing come from the how about Shemel Shai.
yep,
Without knowledge, you don't know you get for out the road.
yep. You see me? This is You finish that, bro?
Yeah, man, that one.
This is Hebrews 11, verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. You see me? That is what faith is. Substance of things hoped for. Your hopes to the Most High to deliver. Your hopes to the Most High to heal you. Your hopes to the Most High to pull you through or give you strength to endure along your way. You get me? But you don't see. You never see the Most High do none of this. You understand me? But you pray and you believe. You understand me? And that alone will make the Most High. Because look, Hezekiah dead, and I pray and believe say the Lord will heal him. And guess what? To him believe him ball to the Most High, because he knows that the Most High is real, yo. He
Mhm.
knows that there's a God of Israel. You understand me? And when he do that, guess what happened to him? The Lord reach out back to him and tell him, say, yo, brother, me hear you crying, You see me? Me hear you crying, me see your tears, all of that. Guess what? Me I go do this for you. You understand me? Me I go do that for you and turn things around, yo. Literally turn back the hands of time for him. You understand me? Imagine that, yo. And that's just with faith. You see
And that's
me?
what most I look for. People have faith in him. Ultimately, even
Yep,
when they pray the time of Jacob's trouble, what's coming very soon.
yep,
It's really up to two things: trust in the Most High or trust in Esau, the so-called white man system. And that's how I show you which side you're on. We're going
yep,
to see the Most High in everything because we're going to literally need him, you know, which we always need him, but it won't be obvious,
yep,
right? It's neither him or Esau. So if you have that faith from Noah, because soon and very soon we're not going to have no trouble. The scripture said, no man shall buy and sell seed without the mark, which we're not going to take it. So if we don't take it, simple means we're going to be off of the grid. We're going to scripture said what they shall kill, who no grace to worship the image and receive the mark and so forth.
yep.
So it will be an enemy of the state, but according to the scriptures, the scripture said, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I'll keep thee from the whole
Oh,
temptation
temptation, right.
because we hope in these words, versus the common person who would just, flick out, and tap out and take the chip, and say, well, me no see no God in a long time. You say, or a nigga, there me I tell boy, a nigga tell him, say, oh, the reason why I'm a fake, go over man, because him have help God, you know. So that's not seeking the most and everything,
Yeah,
you know.
that's basically seeking Beelzebub when they do them shit there.
If you see the most and everything, you're supposed to say, oh, are you? Yes, I mean, you have the power for everything and my life in your hands.
Yep.
So that never put yourself up on.
Yeah, man. Um, verse 2, for by it the elders obtain a good report. Through faith we understand that the words were framed by the word of the Most High, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear. By faith, um, Abel or Abel, yeah, Salakia,
Unable.
yeah, by faith Abel offered unto the Most High a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, by which he obtained witness that he was righteous. The Most High testify of his gift, and by it he being dead yet speaketh. By faith Enoch was translated that he should not see death, which was the flood, you see me, and was not found because the Most High had translated him. For before his translation, he had this testimony that he pleased the Most High, you see me, because of faith, you see me, and the main point, verse 6. But without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that that diligently seek him.
That's right. So you have to believe that he is, he exists, he's everything. Because the thing is, even Christians, the scriptures teach speak about they are taught the fear towards him is of the doctrine of man. Because they don't really fear the most of them fear Satan. But we will know the Most High is everything. For example, if a man comes stick me up and say if he get shot, or the Most High authorize that. From the fact that the man even comes to come stick me up, or the Most High authorize that. And that is having true fear in the Most High. If anyone gets serious, we say the issues from death is from the Most High.
Yep.
So everything he said, I mean, you go begging the white, Mr. White man say, well, like the people, they say, please, Mr. Trump, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
open your heart, instead of looking towards a man for your verse, but you go to the Most High. Because for me, remember, and me can say personally experienced this, is remember the account with Mordecai and Esther and
Yep.
Hanan, Cracker. Remember when the scripture says when Esther they go to the king Xerxes, she basically prayed and there was a fast in Israel. They basically him she can find mercy before him. And when
Yep.
the most side basically soften him out, if you will. That
Yep.
makes you find favor because the most side work on the minds of men. So instead of me want directly go to a man to try psychology and plead to him, you go to that and say, yo, if you lead a man is still not this man is a man with, the man is show mercy, he's nevertheless, and if you deal with him, so if you're will give is me, just make him me get through this, and me personally experience that, I mean, our hard situation, that person, when you couldn't really show no judgments when I feel mine, but make peace reign.
Mm.
Pray to the most I'm but make this man just let this come. You see me? And that actually happened. The most I just come true. Because
Yep.
me couldn't personally get up and say, I will deal with this man because this man had rage fire. You see me? You see me, you can't fire with fire, you throw water upon him.
Exactly.
Flame on, flame on, flame on. In a sense, we need divine intervention and whom we can go to.
Yep.
The most I, because the most I control everything. And that's basically trusting the Most High. He is everything. Him can nothing impossible for him. You see me? So
Yep.
see the Most High and everything. And someone who falter at times, it's more of a keep this in mind and pray if you have it in mind points. And because it's needed.
Yep.
That finish, bro?
Yeah, man, they say finish.
A quick one. This is Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 5. It says, thus said the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man,
Yep.
and naked flesh is horny, whose heart departed from the Lord. And that's clear and to the point.
Yep. Your heart the towards the most side, just like the precept when we read earlier. You see me? You're trusting a man to deliver you. You see me? Where was man? Where was man when the Lord did deliver you? You understand me? Man couldn't do that, right? But guess what? You trust in a man. And what the most I gonna do? Forsake you just like how you forsake him. You
Mhm.
understand me? And that's what happened to Israel because Israel trusting in these gods. Lord say, all right, make your gods them save you. Make the gods them deliver you from your enemies. You see me? And on top of that, me go curse you. You understand me? AKA me go beat you. And see
Can't
who
deliver
will
it.
get you.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, yeah, that
exactly.
thing.
You see me?
Our next one. This is Isaiah 30, verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, say the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me,
Me, yep.
and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they
Exactly,
will.
because guess what? If these people not take on the law, statutes, and commandments are the word of the Most High, it's not of the Most High Spirit, yo. You see me? It has nothing. Making a whole country legalize homosexuality. You see me? That is not of the Most High Spirit. You understand me? Because the Most High talk against that. So doing something like that is not of the Lord. You understand me? But guess what? People love this. But people cheer, yeah, Obama did something right. You see me? What do you think I got?
Look
The
what
Most High
happened to
going
Cuba.
to judgment. Huh?
Look what happened to Cuba.
Exactly, yo.
It was no coincidence Cuba legalized poetry and most I just send everyone over there.
Exactly. You understand me? These things are not coincidence. You understand? Look what happened in a back when Lot did it. Scripture say the Lord saved just Lot. I never just Lot alone him saved. No, the scripture literally say just meaning he was righteous, yo. It vex him heart when him see them people are doing them on the day by day. You understand? What the Lord do? Deliver Lot out of Sodom and Gomorrah and destroyed all of the city. You understand me? What say no? When you have joy in these folly, the wickedness of this life or what this life can offer. You think the most I go on there for back you up, our savior, when judgment start flash like that left to right? No.
Yeah,
You
because
understand me?
what I'm doing, brother, I trust in the shadow of Egypt again because the Most High says straight commandments, where you're
Yep.
supposed to live and what you're supposed to do to avoid punishment.
Yep.
But you actually trust in the ways of the society instead. Also, who are modern time now, so legalize poetry, basically despising the words of the Most High, right?
That's basically spitting in the most high face, yo.
hmm Back to Isaiah 30, finishing verse 1, it says, and that cover with a covering were not of my spirit, that they may have sin to sin, that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth
Yep.
to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
Yep.
Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. So
Yeah,
they
and
Egypt
just
sink, and them might get sink too.
yeah, and basically just to understand that that's basically you running to America and say, yo, oh, the land of gold, yo. You understand me? The land of opportunity, the brave, free, and bold. You understand me? When the thing say, yo, you go there and you trust in America and them system, them laws, them ways, everything the government tell you to do, or the system say, yo, if you run with it, run with. You understand me? And you forsook the most high, you know remember the Lord. You know business about the Lord, his statutes, commandments, the laws that he set before you. You understand the things that he said you should do? You know business. So when the destruction of America come, you're gonna get some of it too. You understand me? You understand when other nations them turn upon America, you understand me? They're basically turning on you because you're part of America. You understand me? Because you take on the spirit, the ideology, you understand me? The customs, the lifestyle of America, and call yourself an American, and them live. I'm a proud American, so be proud when the Lord set his judgment upon you. You understand me? When them judge Egypt, aka America, yo, the Lord gonna judge you.
I have another one.
Go ahead.
Is this is back when they're in the land of the sorry, no land, the wilderness. It says this is a mentality of people. Well, them worshiping, building a cow and worshiping it right after Moses was school for a couple of days. Explains it when
Mm.
it's on chariot, a couple of days ago, deliver them. Then them worship on cow instead. No
Like,
logical sense, but
yeah, like literally, like couple days, bro. Like it's not even a month good or 2 months good. Days are these people manage to build a calf and I throw it up, throw prayers and all of these things to this calf thing, calling it God and saying this deliver them out of Israel. Like God, bro.
yes, cow.
Yeah,
Alright. It's yeah, that's something like that. You just want to lick somebody.
bro.
It says, so yes, Isaiah, sorry, Psalm 78, verse star 16. It says, He brought streams also out of the rock and caused waters to run down like rivers.
Yep,
Basically, when Moses smote the rock and water came out. And in basically make Moses make what bitter water became drinkable water.
yep,
It says, literally, the chariot was dear unto them in the day as a pillar of cloud, and in the night as a pillar of fire, basically grand light and shade during the day. And we're talking about roughly 400,000 people. So,
yep.
it's a very big chariot, we can grant shade. It says, and they sinned yet more against him by provoking the Most High in the wilderness. And they tempt God in their heart. So in them heart. Because a lot of people say, but we don't do something like this in them heart.
Never
By
mind. You
me,
think about it. You probably didn't say it, but yeah, think about it.
yeah,
You see me?
basically having doubts.
Yes.
It says, in their heart by asking meat for their lust. Yea, they speak against God. They said, can God furnish a table in the wilderness? Yeah, so them are
Yeah.
say the most I can provide food in the wilderness, and
Exactly.
basically a limiting power.
I provoke the most of you.
Mhm. It says, Behold, he smote the rock that the waters gushed out, and the streams overflowed. Can he give bread also? Can he provide flesh for his people? Therefore the Lord heard this and was wroth. So a fire was kindled against Jacob, and anger also came up against Israel,
Yep.
because they believed not in the God, in the Most High, and trusted not in his salvation. Let me see. I think the section says, the word chapter about, reason, but I think that
Mm-hmm.
section is literally limiting power, you know.
The mere
Yeah.
fact that them have so much questions. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Let's go to the point. Verse 41, it says, Yea, they turned back and tempt God and limited the Holy One of Israel. And limit the Most High, and that people do this day and not even
Yep.
so it's a transgression when you limit the Most High. You see me? Because people like to say, oh, God can do anything. Okay. So when you know one specific situation, can the Most High help you in that situation? Yes. So, your action in the show say you're trusting in the Most High to help you. And we have to
Yeah.
remember this because at times, the flesh, we might seek for help yourself, which come with balance. If you like the you, you go pay. You see me? Because you go and cut off, if you're not at work, you go look a job. You see me? But in
Exactly.
situations like, for example, say you have one job and you send out a couple application, nobody no call you, no interview, no nothing. You see me? In a sense, you keep up
You
yourself.
see?
Work.
Yeah.
That's
You
chill.
then you seek the most high, yo. You pray to the most high, make him know say I seek and you beg him. Because guess what? You done do the work. You see me? Faith without work is what? Dead. You ball, Lord, Lord, give me this. You know, study for the job where you want. You not send out an application. You not talk to nobody about ways or opportunities to get the job. You see me? And this is an example. You know, do none of that. But you want the ladders. Bam, gear work. So you see me? Now say it's impossible either way. That because impossible for you to do that. But we I say, yo, do your part, yo. You understand me? Not just ball to the most side. You understand? But do your part. Try your little thing pan your end. You get me?
What is that? No, another one. James. James 1. This is James 1 and verse. Let's go to verse. I'm going to the point, verse 5. It says, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High,
Right?
that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith, not wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. Right? It says, for let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So you
Yeah,
have to
because
believe when you ask, you have faith.
yep. And I believe say yo, you are called for the most high faith. Yo, you want understand the scriptures, you want understand the scriptures, but you're not read it. How the hell you're gonna get understanding of the scriptures when you're not read it? You understand me?
Which
And
should
even
come out.
some go ahead.
So okay, go on. Let's just stay so which him stay seek on the book of the Lord and read. He might tell you what to do,
Exactly.
but you don't want to do it, but you want to get it one other way.
Exactly. Now, if you read and you not understand the scriptures, or you continually read the book them, and you feel like you're not going nowhere because you still not understanding, you know, if you break down scriptures, you can't remember the scripture them either way. Then you pray to the Most High, yo. You pray the Most High, open up your understanding. You pray the Most High, give the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures, yo. And eventually, guess what? You probably get a study partner. You see me? Or a brother just did it and say, yo, bro, what go on? Which book you go through? And you just tell him, and all of a sudden, magically, the brother I go through same book. You see me? And can help you to go through certain things and understand certain things. And you're like, oh, funny this is, no? Look how day me I go through this and I don't understand it. I'm ask, I pray to daddy, and look what happened. That's literally how things go, yo.
You have to have patience too,
That
because
too.
you're just saying the Most High is not always there in the calling, but he's always there in time. The Most High
Yo,
assists your every wants and desires,
yep.
will
That
for your needs.
That's one of my favorite Christian song actually. You see me? It's an on time God. Christian had a song there, and every time you hear it, bro, we'll sing and clap to that brother. You see me? We literally sing and clap to that because we believe in that, bro. He never, let me not say he's never, but he might never be there when you want him, but he's all right in the nick of it. Him did it. Prime example, you see me? um, for example, Abraham, when he was going to kill Isaac, is he sacrificing to the Most High? Right when Abraham say, yo, I hate this now, go for slave. So the angel ball, wait, all right. What's he say, yo, you believe I have the faith, you see me?
Look one shade drop me chicken and bendigo, then get in
Exactly.
the fire.
Right when they get dashed into the fire, the Lord was right there with them. You see me?
Mhm.
How shy to be exact. You understand? And that's just a case and point, yo. You understand me? Just when I think say yo, all hope is lost, yo, I eat this and all that. Trust in the most high until death, yo. Cause to the end, to death, the Lord will see you through. That's the
Mhm.
type of power we'll have, yo. You have an next precept, bro?
They told me the have stuff.
Alright. I'm not no more precept either. You see me? Cause well the point get driven across still. You see
Mhm.
me? So with that, we hope this lesson was edifying. I want to say Kal Halalimlah, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways in his work in all sincerity and in all honesty. The sisters, the believers, the helps. Shalom.
Shalom.